Hi, my name is Everett Partridge, and before you can watch that, I gotta tell you how me and my friends came together to make a custom guitar for our friend Sophia Hardy. She moved here 7 years ago from Ireland and is now going back, which led me and my friends to decide to make a special gift for her that fit her perfectly, which was a homemade custom guitar. I'm recording. I love this. Okay, the first thing I did was get a team together. I started off by getting one of the smartest and coolest people I knew, and one of my closest friends, and the town legend, Blake Creamer. Do you want to make a guitar?
Yes.
Okay, now that we had Blake Creamer, it was really good because it turns out Blake has a very big interest in hobbying guitars, which was why I knew I needed to get him, as before I had already given him a guitar that he was going to fix, and I already knew that he knew a lot, so I brought him on. And it was even more of a coincidence because it turns out he's the actual GOAT, and so is his dad, because him and his family have a whole variety of guitars they've already made because it's their hobby. They love making homemade guitars. They have famous designs, homemade designs, and all of the above. So that's how I knew Blake was perfect for this job. With Blake, I was instantly able to start planning with him, and with his knowledge, we were instantly coming up with good ideas and using inspiration from him and his dad to find out what we wanted the guitar to look like. And after coming up with a few good ideas and finding out the color scheme of it, which was going to be dark red, yellow, and pink based off of her favorite colors, and the fact that we were going to use silver in it as it's what she likes, and coming up with a good theme, which was kind of trying to base it off of her, which was creative, kind of free, flowing, whimsical, and finally trying to get all of her interests and hobbies and some memories put into that guitar. And after that, we were kind of done brainstorming and planning. After the brainstorming and planning was done, it was my job to make sure it came to life and see if I could make a rough draft of what we wanted it to look like and try some ideas out, which after a few days of running it through Blake and his dad, they both finally said yes to it, and we liked the design and where we were kind of going with it. And that led us to our first problem, which was that me and Blake are not the biggest artsy people and not gonna draw in or painting. So that's when we brought our second team member on, which is Makaila. Oh, hey, do you wanna help us make a guitar?
Yeah.
With Makaila joining us, we were easily able to be confident because Makaila is one of the best artists that I know and has done many cool art pieces. And after bringing her in and showing her the designs and talking about it, seeing what she thought and if she wanted to change anything, she was saying that she was down and ready for the challenge. And that led us to now attaining an artist and being done with the planning. With the first step kind of done of planning, we were able to move on to the second step, which was buying everything and getting all the materials, which consisted of Blake kind of scouring and seeing what parts would fit and actually work with the guitar we had. And after making a list and telling Blake that he could go crazy as I would pay for everything, which then led me to have to work for the money and kind of raise it up, which had me doing odd jobs and doing random photography things and trying to make as much money as I could. And by the time that was done and we bought everything, it was by the end of school. So everyone was graduated, and that meant we only had a month and a half to finish the project before Sophia leaves. And now all we had to do was wait for everything to arrive. During the beginning of Act 2, not much happened. It was a lot of just waiting and having fun with friends until I came up with the second idea, which was to make a scrapbook. And I had got it from Sophia a few months ago, as she said she wanted one just like her mom had got one when she was younger. And I took the idea to Charlotte Larson, one of her closest best friends, and I said, hey, you're pretty good with art and being creative. Do you want to help me? And she said, of course. So we spent some time making the cover and making the scrapbook of 7 years with Sophia Hardy. And then the final step with that was to give it to some of her friends, her close friends, to fill out and add their messages and what they wanted to show off of their time with Sophia Hardy. We still had some leftover pages in the book, so we left some of them just for other people to sign, and then we made the very last page of it kind of having a CD in the middle of it that had a lot of her favorite songs throughout the years and would hopefully remind her of some of her time in the US. So that was fun to make. So with adding the scrapbook to our little collection, it took us about all the way to the day of giving it to her, the finish, from getting all the pages and from people and you know, just putting the time in. But we have to go all the way back to the very beginning of the process of making the guitar. It took us about, like, I would say, like, you could put it in steps, 7 steps to actually finish it. It wasn't that hard once you got everything together. It took us about, like, I think a week or two to finalize it and put all the parts together, paint it and decorate it, and kind of just get ready. So here it is. Step 1. All we did for that was just take it apart and kind of prep it for all the modifications we were gonna make. That just was like sanding it, and obviously we cut the head as it was one of the designs we wanted, which was like a sharper look, and that took a little bit, but Blake's dad was really locked in on it, so it went by fast. But after sanding it, it was really ready for painting. The painting process didn't take long at all. It was just kind of getting it primed and then putting different coats on, and by then it was all ready. Now step 3 was the coolest part of the whole project, I think, was getting Makaila and just watching her kind of make her rough drafts and prepare to paint the guitar. It was really cool because she spent a long time on it. She was a little worried that she was going to mess up. I think we were all a little nervous, but after watching her practice a little bit, she did fine, and it came out amazing.
Like how we did it with that.
Only think ever good.
Yeah.
I think everyone was really happy. It was such a fun thing to do, an activity, just to watch someone do their work. So by then, we were done. Have a good day. Decorating it, one of the things I did to decorate it was we had the switch on it, which I thought would be a cool idea to make a little custom switch, which I did that by carving this little wooden cat, which I've done 1,000 times, so I was pretty used to it. It went by pretty fast. To finish the cat off, I just covered it in yarn with her favorite colors, and after grabbing the guitar from Blake and checking out with its new pick guard and the new knobs we just put on it, all we had to do then was just decorate it with all the stickers and the new tuners we had, and everyone sign it. By then, it was pretty ready to go. Step 5, we used Carter Polito, but unfortunately, he was supposed to do all the welding for us, but he went to the military, so his dad took his place. But we had this idea to kind of combine the whammy bar with a spoon, so that's what we ended up doing. Step 6 was really just Blake putting it together and making sure all the electronics work and him testing it out. And finally giving me the guitar, and we were ready to go. And finally, after however many hours, we finally were done. After 6 months of work, about $500 of just buying new parts or random paints and just little other things. It was finally done and ready to show off. And this is the old guitar and the design we were kind of going for, and now time to show you how close we got. Act 3. The final act, which is just giving it to her, was started simply by making a little party. This was easy. All I did was just go on Canva and make some little stupid invite. And after talking to one of her close friends, Kat, and finding out who I should invite, was just sending it out to everyone, and now just waiting until the party day. The finale. Basically, on the last day, the day of the party, we were a little bit rushed. We were rushing to finish the scrapbook, me and Charlotte, and I was trying to put on the final touches on the guitar. But we luckily got everything done. We were there on time, and we were just kind of stashing the guitar away and having people come and sign the little pages that we had for them on the scrapbook. And we did it at our friend Landon's house, who always hosts amazing little things, so we're grateful for that. And she got there, so it made it a little bit more complicated to have people come and sign things, but we got around it. And after enough waiting, we finally said it is time to give her the gift.
Oh my god. We're gonna sing. Can you knock it off?
I getting a lap dance?
Yeah, we can go.
Am I in the cook chair? Are we in the cook chair?
After finally getting her in, and for some reason everyone decided to sing her happy birthday,
Yes.
everyone was finally ready to show her the gift.
Okay.
Oh,
What do you think this could be right here?
I have no idea.
Should we get a take over on
over here?
drum roll? You want to help us with the drum roll?
Drum roll.
You want to do Finally, after so long, giving her the guitar was amazing. I think everyone had a good time there. I wish I got better angles. I forgot to set up my camera, and I think that was because not only were me and Blake just so ready to give it away, and we were like so done with it. We were like, finally. And everyone was just, unluckily for me not being phone goblins, because, you know, I think everyone was just like, dang, this is a big moment. So we were all kind of locked in. But just in the clips, I think you could see everyone was really amazed, and she had a great time, and she was really happy with it. And I think me and Blake, we felt proud to make something cool and, you know, bring a dream and a creation to life with the help of a lot of our friends. So it was an amazing experience. It was really cool to build. It was worth it in every single way. And now I guess it's just goodbye, and thank you for watching me and my friends build a guitar for our friend who's going back to Ireland. And now here's a little montage of Sophia's final year with us in the US. So bye.
She got me calling her way. A little dramatic, but that's alright.
So happy.
I made plans to see her twice. After first kiss, take her picture when I close my eyes.
Three. One, two, three. Wow.
I woke up lost in her room.
Polka dot, polka dot.
I got that. Why are we all out here?
This cute little girl.
Asked for her last name,
Just for
'cause I never knew.
Wow.
She
Distinguished
met my
scholars
mom real
have
soon.
maintained a rigorous academic schedule and earned a cumulative grade point average.
She got me deep into
Graduate.